Are you a freshman, first or second gen student looking for the latest and greatest college success strategies? If yes, this is the episode for you. Welcome to another episode of The New College Mindset. I'm your host, college success strategist Jerica, and each and every episode we do one thing: help first and second generation college students win in college. And a win for us is you walking across that stage employed and financially free. Let's get started. We're going to be talking about the top 5 college success strategies that I always am telling my students when we're coaching and mentoring here at the New College Mindset. Why? Because it matters, because it will literally change you from going through college with just hope to going through college and walking across that stage employed and financially free. So let's get started. Number 1, I always say you got to intern, get an internship. These are the 2 statistics that I think will help shift your mind as a first or second gen student with the importance of internships. So the first statistic, 70% of all interns get offered a full-time position at the job that they interned in. And 80% of those students actually take it. So if you're thinking, hey, I want to graduate employed, we always say here at the New College Mindset, you have to intern early and intern often, like more than 2 to 3 times, as many times as you can, because not only does it teach you about yourself, right? But it also helps you to earn a little bit more money, which leads me to my second point, right? People, they've done studies on this already. People that have actually interned at a paid internship make $15,000 to $20,000 more than a student who just took a regular old internship that's not paid or didn't intern at all. And so there is a marked difference, right, between somebody that gets a paid internship and somebody that doesn't. And I know you're probably like, okay, where do I find these? They're really difficult. Here at the New College Mindset, we are here to help you in that process. Number 2, so mentally we know we need to get an internship, right? But you also need to form another relationship, which is with your career advisor. Your career advisor is going to be on campus, and you need to start becoming their BFF. You need to go to that office. You need to ask them, hey, what internships are available? Hey, do you know any job opportunities, job fairs that are coming? Any connections that you have to anybody else that we could talk to about the field that you're interested in joining, right? And so that relationship with the career advisor, that you want to get connected and stay connected as long as you can and as soon as you can. Number 3, know the courses you need to graduate on time. Know the courses you need to graduate on time. I'm going to give you a little story here. So I was helping a student and talking to them and just asking them like, hey, do you know what courses that you plan? What are your course description? What does it look like? And all of that for your business administration degree. Didn't know. And I was scrolling through, because we all like the social medias, right? I was scrolling through one of them and I came across this story that was super crazy. It was just talking about how a student thought that they were going to graduate and they were ready to go. And in the end, they were missing a course. That is like the ultimate worst thing to happen. Like, it feels so sad. And so like, if we go back to that student I was talking to, telling you about the beginning of the story, I was just like, hey, you gotta make an appointment with your academic advisor to figure out what is going on. I would just encourage you, if you're a first or second gen freshman student on this channel, we love you. We want you to go out and make that appointment with your academic advisor. And you're just gonna ask them like a few things. The courses I need to take to graduate with this, for example, business administration degree. And then there are going to be spaces for electives. And you want to know what are the options for electives. Then you're going to come back to your dorm or wherever and just have some time with yourself to figure out, okay, if I put all these together, is it okay? But once you have a plan in place, we can always change the plan, but you have a plan in place, print out what classes you're going to take your freshman, your sophomore, your junior, your senior year, print it out. I tell people sometimes, tattoo it on your body. I don't care. Put it on your phone. But you need to have a copy where every morning you're looking up and you're like, you know what? This is where I am. This is how far I'm going. Number 4, I always tell students, please understand your student loan situation. I know you're probably like, oh my gosh, student loans. Yes, student loans. Story time. I was working with one. I was just like, so what's the interest rate on your student loan? Crickets. And I completely understand because student loans is just a crazy thing. I was like, well, how many subsidized loans do you have versus unsubsidized? Crickets, right? These are all topics we're going to discuss on this channel, but it's just like, it's so It's crazy how the system is set up right now, right? And so I just want to encourage you to call your student loan company, to call your financial aid department and understand what type of loans you have, right? Are they subsidized or unsubsidized, right? Are they, what interest rate do they have? So that you can rank and start seeing like, hey, I need to get this type of job or this type of job so I can pay off this student loan. Number 5 is my favorite. Celebrate your achievements. You are a first or second gen student, college student, freshman. Oh my goodness, this is huge. Like, this is huge. So when you pass that test, when you do this, do that while you're in there, you need to celebrate because you are worthy, and it's an exciting time. And I find, being in the first and second gen college space, there's a lot of us that are just like so down on ourselves. Like, we got to do this. We don't have any time for breaks. We got to struggle. We got to push. Yes, there's a time for that. But there's also a time to be like, you know what? I did that. You know what? I killed that. You know what? That was amazing. And so I just want to encourage you for number 5 is to celebrate your achievements. And if you have something that you want to celebrate, I am always over here and ready to celebrate. The party is always here. And I'm just super excited to see you guys on the next episode.